Hello, everybody, and welcome into the broadcast. I'm Samuel Reese coming to you live tonight here on YouTube and Twitch. And it's a good one as the Los Angeles Clippers take on the Boston Celtics from TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in. My name is Samuel Reese. Glad to have you on board tonight. These two teams met a few weeks ago in Los Angeles at the Staples Center, a game in which the Celtics won. The Clippers looking for revenge tonight. We're just about set for tip-off just before the All-Star break. Big games for both of these teams. The Clippers looking to contend in the West. The Celtics going through a lot of issues at the moment, trying to resolve those issues and get back on track here in a big test as they take on the Los Angeles Clippers. Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum, both all-star selections. Brown for the first time in his career, Tatum for the second time in his career after being selected to his first all-star game last season. As we take a look at the starting lineups, first for the Los Angeles Clippers, who are 24-12. They go with Paul George, Nicholas Batum, Serge Ibaka, Reggie Jackson, and Patrick Beverley. Meanwhile, for Boston, it's Jason Tatum, Daniel Tice, Tristan Thompson, Jaylen Brown, and Kemba Walker. This is a Celtics team who are just 17-17, right at a 500 record, looking to get the ship back on track. And we'll see if they can do so tonight. We're set to go for the opening tip-off. What's going on, Quinn? Welcome into the broadcast. Thank you for tuning in here on YouTube. Much appreciated, as always, Quinn. And away we go. Clippers, Celtics in a good one. Just a few days before we hit the All-Star break, as Walker's off-balance shot does not fall, but he does get the foul call, and 2 free throws on the way as the foul goes against Paul George. Tatum inbounds to Walker. Walker, the bounce pass to Thompson. Thompson's floater is good. And the Celtics score the first points of the game. Now the Clippers. Jackson to George. Paul George driving to the cup, and he'll lay it in. Paul George with the bucket. 2-2. Thompson hands it off to Brown. Jaylen Brown, mid-range, got it. Nice pull-up shot from Jaylen Brown. And the Celtics off to a good start on offense, which is something that we haven't seen from them in this funky stretch that they've been on. As that's stolen by Brown, who will lay it in at the other end. And the Celtics are off to a hot start. 6-2 Boston lead. In the corner, this is Batum. Batum guarded by Tice, banks it home. Nice make by Nicholas Batum for the Clippers. Here's Thompson for the Celtics. He'll find Walker. Walker into the lane. Now back out to Daniel Tice. Tice finds Tatum. Tatum one-on-one with George. The fadeaway is short, and the rebound is collected by Reggie Jackson. Jackson driving on Tice. Kicks it to the corner. George's three. No good. Rather, it was Ibaka with a three-point attempt, excuse me. Now at the other end, Walker ahead to Brown. Inside to Thompson. Thompson is fouled, and he'll head to the line for 2 free throws. Tyronn Lue is the head coach of the Los Angeles Clippers. Brad Stevens, of course, in charge of the Celtics. First season as the Clippers head coach for Tyronn Lue. He did serve as an assistant coach for the team in last season in 2019, in 2020. Of course, he was the coach of the Cleveland Cavaliers before. For Brad Stevens, this is 8th season in charge of the Celtics, a 335 and 263 record. Second free throw on the way from Thompson after he converted the first. Second one short, and it's rebounded by George. Celtics lead by 3. Nice ball movement. The corner 3 on the money as Batum knocks down the triple. And we're level at 7. Here is Walker for the Celtics at the other end. Kemba bounce pass to Thompson. Thompson with the finish. Batum might have taken a shot to the face as well as Thompson went up for the layup. Jackson to George. George guarded by Brown. Tatum. Now Brown guarding Ibaka. The fadeaway from Serge Ibaka, no good. And the rebound is grabbed by Thompson. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum had it poked away for a moment. Recovered by Brown. His 3 is good. Jaylen Brown from downtown. And the Celtics lead by 5. Nice crossover move. Jackson to the corner. Batum gives it up to Beverly. Patrick Beverly is fouled at the rim. The call goes against Jaylen Brown, and 2 free throws on the way. Yeah, Beverly did have a chance to shoot a 3. He was wide open. He's a decent shooter, but he decided to drive instead and then kick it out to Batum in the corner before he eventually got it back. And the first free throw rattles in. Thursday will be the last day of NBA action before the All-Star break, the All-Star festivities and game all in one day. That will be on Sunday in Atlanta. Both free throws good. Beverly cuts the Celtics lead down to 3. Here's Tatum for the Celtics. Tatum working on Batum. Banks it home. A nice finish with the right hand. 14-9. Here's George. George put it too far ahead for Ibaka. The pass off the mark. The steal by Boston. Brown with a nice feed inside. And it's Tristan Thompson with the finish. 16-9. Boston with an early lead. 7:57 left in the first quarter of play. And a timeout called by Tyronn Lue. I'm back after this commercial break. It's the Celtics and the Clippers from TD Garden. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Yep, I do. I do have a sign now. I needed to do something about that. Yep, the soccer balls do have a friend indeed. glad you like that. Yeah, I needed to do something for commercial breaks. So there you have it. 16-9, Boston lead. Just over 4 minutes played, I should say, from TD Garden. Double team emerges on George. George kicks it out to Beverly. Beverly drive to the cup, denied at the rim by Tice. However, it will be a defensive goaltending against the German. The basket counts for Beverly. 16-11. Thanks everyone for tuning in. Marquee matchup tonight between LA and Boston. Walker pulls up for the deep two, knocks it down. Kemba Walker getting in a groove early. Here is Reggie Jackson for the Clippers. Jackson, the Euro step, puts it in. He got around Thompson with that Euro step move. The lead for the Celtics back to 5. Here's Thompson. Thompson to Brown. Brown. The jumper is good. The Celtics getting a lot of good looks from 2. They're not forcing up bad three-point shots. And Batum knocks down a 3 at the other end for Los Angeles, 20-16 now. The Celtics getting some good looks, though, with their ball movement. About midway through the first quarter, Thompson to Walker. Walker pump fake, drives down low, kicks out to Tatum. Now Tice will shoot the 3. No. Rebound by Batum, ahead to Beverly. He pushes it to George. Here's Paul George in the corner. He crosses up Tice, the step back 3. Good. Paul George with a nasty move on Daniel Tice. And it's now just a 1-point game. Both teams shooting very efficiently. LA 7 of 9, Boston 9 of 11. Walker's pass deflected. It could not be stolen by Batum. It will stay in the possession of Boston, but only 8 on the shot clock. Well, going back to that corner 3 from Paul George, that was a nasty move, as that 3-point attempt is no good almost immediately after the inbounds pass. George to the left wing. Faking on the 3 is Jackson. The high floater won't fall. And now it's Tatum into the front court. Tatum, the sidestep 3. In and out. The tip-in, no good from Tice. Another offensive board by Thompson. Brown gets it back from Walker. Open look. Got it. Jaylen Brown with another 3. He has been hot to begin the night. And the Celtics lead at 23-19. Now here's Batum into the lane. Gets the layup to go. Back and forth action here in this opening quarter of play. Here's Thompson for the Celtics. He has it stripped away. It's lobbed ahead, and on the break is Jackson. He'll roll it in for an easy 2 points. And the score is knotted at 23. And Brad Stevens will use his first timeout of the night. 4:29 remaining in the opening quarter of play. It's the Clippers 23 and the Celtics 23. A high-scoring start. Back and forth action from TD Garden. I'll be right back. Stay tuned. Welcome back in, everybody. 23 the score, 4:29 to play in the opening quarter. Peyton Pritchard into the game, as well as Semi Ojeleye for the Celtics. Zubats is in, as well as Lou Williams for the Clippers, as that floater will go for Daniel Tice. The Celtics back in the lead. So it's George, Mann, Williams, Batum, and Zubats out there for the Clippers right now. Here is Terrence Mann. He finds George. George into the lane. Count the bucket plus the foul. The whistle against Daniel Tice and a 3-point play opportunity here for Paul George as he'll shoot a free throw. Yeah, he saw the seam and took full advantage. I apologize. I apologize for that, Quinn. I apologize for scaring you. That was not my intention. Brown, Walker, Pritchard, Tice, and Ojeleye out there right now as that three-pointer is good. Kemba Walker from downtown. The Celtics just keep on scoring. Once again, I apologize for giving you a scare. Here's Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers. Sorry, Paul George. And George will knock down that shot. Back and forth, these two teams go 28-28 with 3:20 to go in the quarter. Here is Walker. He'll pass it out to Tice. Tice. Open look off the back iron. Now it's taken the other way by Paul George. George got it. The jumper. And Paul George has scored the majority of the points for the Clippers so far tonight. They lead by 2. Under 3 to play in the opening quarter. Tice, one dribble, finds Brown. Brown off the screen. Jaylen Brown continue 30 all. Many stops so far. It seems like every possession for both teams is resulting in a bucket or free throws. Here's Marcus Morris, the former Boston Celtic, of course. Morris guarded by Walker. The fadeaway no good. Rebound by Zubats. Keeps the possession alive. Lou Williams back to Zubats. He pulls up. That's off the mark. And there's Jaylen Brown to collect it for the Celtics. Here's Brown the other way. Brown, the spin move. Can't get it to go, but it's Daniel Tice who throws it down on the second chance. And the Celtics back in the lead, 32-30. Zubats to George. George frees himself, launches from 3, can't convert. And Walker's pass off the mark for Tice. They were not on the same page. And that's one of a few turnovers in this first quarter. Daniel Tice with a nice cleanup job on that last Celtics possession. Brown missed a floater that he hits 9 out of every 10 times, maybe even 19 out of 20, but it didn't fall that time, but Tice was there to clean it up. Here's Morris for 3. No. Pritchard, the rookie out of Oregon, grabs the rebound. Cross-court pass to Brown. Brown gets into a double team, and he took too many steps. A traveling violation called against Jaylen Brown, and the Celtics turn it over. A minute 14 to play in the quarter. Kawhi Leonard, by the way, was dealing with back spasms, and that's why he is out tonight. So we're not going to see Leonard, as Williams could not finish, got caught underneath the rim. And the Celtics take over in possession. Here's Peyton Pritchard for the Celtics. Now it's Brown. Brown off the screen. Sends it to Ojale. Ojale, the fake, and now the launch. He connects. Semi Ojale from downtown. 35-30, Boston by 5. Williams to Zubats, and he throws it right to an assistant coach. And I don't know what Zubats was seeing there. Jaylen Brown dancing here, lobs it up, grabs his own rebound, can't hit the shot from the baseline. Brown did everything right, except he couldn't finish. About a 3-second difference between the shot and game clock. That is true. Yep. Yeah, I'm with you on that. As that jumper rolls in, a friendly roll for Terrence Mann. Yeah, I mean, I never like to see a guy get injured, even if I don't like them, but it does help the Celtics tonight that Kawhi Leonard's not playing, as Pritchard stepped out of bounds on the far side. 1.6 seconds remain in the quarter, and Lou Williams will just dribble out the clock. So that's it for the opening 12 minutes from TD Garden in beautiful Boston, Massachusetts. It's been a chilly day. 35-32, Celtics by 3. The second quarter is coming your way next. Don't go anywhere. It's an NBA Tuesday here on YouTube and Twitch. Welcome back in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in on this Tuesday night as the Celtics and the Clippers face off. And this is a game in which the Clippers are trying to improve to 25-12 and stay at the top, near the top of the West standings, and compete for that 1 seed as we approach the All-Star break. On the other hand, the Celtics trying to get back to a winning record. The slump dark god. I appreciate you tuning in. I am not showing the game. No, I can't show the game for copyright reasons. So I'm just doing live play-by-play commentary, but I cannot show the game, unfortunately. But it is on TNT. But yeah, so sorry about that. Sorry about that. But thanks for tuning in nonetheless. I can only provide live play-by-play commentary due to copyright reasons. But yeah. That time you were prepared, Quinn. Yeah. All right. Good. Marcus Morris with the first points of quarter two. Boston lead by a point, 35-34. Here's Jason Tatum on the drive. He can't finish. Rebound by Zubats. Now Jackson looking for the outlet pass, but the steal by Pritchard, and Robert Williams is fouled on the way up. And it'll be 2 free throws for the Time Lord, as he's called. When is Kawhi coming back? Good question. I don't know. He's out tonight due to back spasms, and I wouldn't be surprised if the Clippers, just shut him down until the All-Star break. To be honest with you, and that would make sense because why risk anything? If I were the Clippers, I would probably shut him down just in case until the All-Star break. There's only one game, after this, before the All-Star break, as that fadeaway is knocked down by Lou Williams. But I don't think it's the injury's anything too serious for Kawhi. It doesn't appear that way, anyways. Jeff Teague, by the way, is on the floor for the first time tonight. Oh, really, Quinn? Yeah. I've got that a little bit on a number of streams already, as that shot is good. 40-36, Boston on top. Jackson, Mann, Williams, Morris, and Zubats, the 5 on the floor right now for Los Angeles. Crossover move, but Jackson stepped out. It was Peyton Pritchard with the 3-point make moments ago for the Celtics. Here's Peyton Pritchard. Pritchard, the lob. Robert Williams gets way up there and flushes it down. 42-36. Robert Williams with an incredible leap. Here's Zubat. Spin move. The floater rolls in as he scored that one over Robert Williams. 42-38 now. 2 minutes played in quarter two. Right. Yeah. People on Sportscaster, understand, since it's like a smaller platform. They understand that it's pretty much made for play-by-play commentary and that you can't show the game because it's just, because it's Sportscaster. But on bigger platforms, as you say, like YouTube and Twitch, people are trying to search around for illegal streams and stuff like that and want to get the game some way, as Tatum makes that floater plus the foul. So 3-point play opportunity as Tatum will shoot 2. What a year he has had, deservingly making the All-Star game for the second year running. And he converts the free throw. Celtics lead by 7. This is their largest lead. Early stages of quarter two. The Celtics, by the way, on an 8-2 run. Right, yeah, that's a good point too. Yeah, on Sportscaster, there's on Sportscaster, the lag is like just half a second. It's pretty much in sync. Yeah, that's why I like Sportscaster a lot. On YouTube and Twitch, I think it's like a 7-second delay, something like that, as that shot is good from Jackson, 45-41. Teague back to Williams. Williams hesitates and rolls it in. A little deke to make Morris blow by him. Paid dividends as Lou Williams can't make the free throw. And it's off of Zubac's. Celtics ball. .905 left in the second quarter. Jeff Teague at point right now with Kemba Walker getting some rest on the bench. Here is Tatum into the lane all the way for the layup. And the Clippers are quick to call a timeout. The Celtics cruising to open the second quarter. They've scored 49 points, and there's still 9 minutes left on the half. Left in the half, I should say. Oh, really? That's funny. I don't know why that is. But anyways, I'll be back after this quick timeout. Don't go anywhere. 49-41. The Celtics lead by 8. I'm back after this. Welcome back in, everybody. What's going on, Joey? I appreciate you tuning in, Joey. I hope you're having a wonderful night. Clippers Celtics here on YouTube. And that's good. Marcus Morris with the contested shot. It didn't matter. 49-43, Celtics by 7. I can't do math. That's 6. That 3 is off the mark from Pritchard. However, Tatum got pushed on the rebound, so it will stay Celtics ball. Foul called underneath on the Clippers. Tatum will inbound it on the far side for Boston. Tatum gets it into Pritchard. Cross court for Teague. Teague back to Pritchard. 7 to shoot. Ball in the hands of Teague again. Pritchard, the deep three. No. And there for the rebound is Patrick Beverley. A reminder that Kawhi Leonard is out tonight with back spasms as George pulls up. That's no good. Ojale the rebound. Here's Jason Tatum. Tatum with a high pass, and it's too high for Ojale to snag. And the Celtics turn it over. As I mentioned, there haven't been many turnovers tonight. That's now a few for the Celtics. George steps into the three. Short. Rebound by Robert Williams. Pritchard to Teague. Here's Jeff Teague. Into the lane, lobs it up for Robert Williams, who tried to get it back to Teague, but that pass is picked off. Beverley to Lou Williams, and he's fouled on his way to the basket. It is a foul on the floor. Oh, really, Joey? I'm echoing? I apologize. I did not. I was not aware of that. Well, thanks for letting me know. I'm not sure why that's the case. Let me see. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I'll try to figure out that problem at the next time out. But I apologize for that. Both teams 5 of 9 from 3-point range. An open look here, and Peyton Pritchard connects from deep. 52-46 Celtics lead. Yeah, I don't know why that is. I've never had echoing issues before. That's strange. Well, thanks for letting me know. As Paul George knocks down the corner three. These two teams have been lighting it up from beyond the arc. Here's Pritchard. He fakes the three. Now gets it to Tatum. Tatum, the step back three from the corner. No. Marcus Morris is there for the rebound. Your fault? Oh, no worries, no worries. It was on your end then. All right. I just wanted to make sure everything was sorted out. I was gonna say because I haven't had those issues before. So yeah, the stream opened twice. Okay, all right, no problem at all. By the way, when both Leonard and George play, this Clippers team is 18-6. They're 1-1 when only George plays, 2-3 when only Leonard plays. They're 3-2 when neither of them play. So that shows how important both George and Leonard are to this Clippers team. You know, that's an obvious statement, but when they're both on the court, the Clippers have looked very dynamic, to say the least. No Kawhi tonight. However, Paul George is off to a hot start. 16 points. He's 6 of 9 from the field. He's also had 2 assists. We're right at about the midway point of quarter 2. Celtics up 52-50. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in, both on YouTube and Twitch. Greatly appreciate it, as always, guys. If you enjoy, make sure you hit the thumbs up and subscribe. That would be greatly appreciated, as Kemba Walker has it blocked. Gets his own rejection, though. Now Pritchard gets it back from Tice. Pritchard, the step back three, just short. And the rebound is snagged out of the air by Paul George. George guarded by Pritchard. Backing his way inside, spins around and knocks down the shot. Paul George is putting on a show. The Clippers retake the lead. It's 53-52. Still 5 minutes left in a thoroughly entertaining first half. Walker steps into the three. It's good. Kemba Walker with the triple. Wow. These two teams trading buckets. Back and forth they go. George out to Ibaka. Ibaka works inside and converts the floater. Shot that over Robert Williams. Nicely done by Ibaka. We're tied at 55. Here's Walker again off the screen. We'll back it out to the far corner. Walker blows by Ibaka. Kicks it out to Tatum. Tatum, the floater. Well short. Now it's George the other way for Los Angeles. 2 long strides. Gives it up to Ibaka. And his jumper doesn't roll. Now in transition, Tice finds Walker. Back and forth action from TD Garden. Walker getting by George. Wild shot doesn't fall. Now the Clippers the other way. This is Marcus Morris. He'll slow it down. Ibaka finds George at the top of the key. George has it poked away. Keeps it on the ground and now kicks it out. George gets it back. The shot at the buzzer can't go as he shot it when the shot clock expired. No, there's not been any problems with Sportscaster. Nope. I just decided to start streaming on YouTube. Yeah, I mean, no, I didn't have any problems on Sportscaster though. No. I just decided to check, to check out YouTube, and I used to do streams on YouTube, but I decided to go back to it. Yeah. No, nothing wrong with Sportscaster, but I just wanted to try something new. Walker cross court for Tatum. Now it's Tice. Tice can't get the shot to fall. Offensive rebound by Thompson. Thompson is rejected at the rim. And now the Clippers will take it the other way. Here's Patrick Beverley. Beverley thought about the shot. Gets it back from George. Beverley to the corner. Morris will shoot the three. No good. Contested rebound collected by Morris. Out to Ibaka. Now it's George. Paul George. Cross court for Morris. He'll shoot the three. Got it. Marcus Morris with the contested three. He knocks it down, and Brad Stevens calls a timeout. 58-55. The Clippers lead by 3. 2:49 left in the half. And what a shot by Marcus Morris. I'll be back after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Look at the upcoming NBA schedule. Tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, the Nets take on the Rockets. Then at 10, it's the Warriors against the Trailblazers. And Sunday, March 14th, after the All-Star break, at 9, it'll be these Clippers taking on Zion and the Pelicans. 58-55, Clippers lead by 3. 2.5 to play in the half. Tatum out to Walker. Walker, good. He hits another 3. Kemba Walker is lighting it up from downtown. And we're knotted at 58. The offensive abilities of both of these teams have been on full display so far in this first half. Here's Paul George. George out to Jackson. Jackson takes it in, denied at the rim. The block by Thompson. Now here's Walker, another 3. No. Rebound by Marcus Morris. George inside. It deflects out to Batum. Now Morris to the left wing with Jackson. He'll find Ibaka rather. Ibaka to the corner, and Jackson connects from deep. Wow. 10 points now for Reggie Jackson. 4 of 6 shooting. He has 3 assists as well. Now it's Jaylen Brown. Walker to Tatum. Daniel Tice in the paint. And Thompson gets excellent positioning on Leonard and makes the hook shot. No Leonard for the Clippers, but they lead by 1. Leonard out tonight with back spasms. Here's George on the drive. Gets it to go. Paul George having one heck of a first half performance in the final minute of quarter 2. Tice out to Tatum. His 3 no good. And the rebound grabbed by Batum. And a foul is called. Morris is clutching his face on the baseline. I'm not sure exactly what happened on that play, to be 100% honest. Let's see the replay. Oh, it looked like he caught maybe an elbow from Jaylen Brown. Nothing intentional from Brown, but he caught him nonetheless. Little block by Thompson, though, on that previous Clippers possession, as he denied Reggie Jackson. A monstrous block from Tristan Thompson. Yeah, Marcus Morris is grabbing the back of his head. He's still down right now. It definitely seems like quite a serious injury here. Timeout on the floor. I'll keep it here. Thanks, everyone, for tuning in on this Tuesday night. Some NBA action from TD Garden. There will be fans back at TD Garden, as well as Fenway Park, as well as Gillette Stadium later in the month. Well, April for Fenway Park and Gillette Stadium for the Red Sox and Revolution. But at the end of this month for the Celtics and Bruins, who are, of course, in the midst of their seasons. I believe March 22nd, I want to say, is when fans will be allowed to attend games. 12% of the capacity will be permitted. So I think at TD Garden that's around 2,800. I could be wrong. No, it's more than that. Actually, yeah, it's probably around that. I don't have the exact number, but it'll just be great to have fans back. Obviously, Boston have the best fans in the country. Yeah, I know I'm biased, but Boston fans are as passionate as any other fan base, probably more passionate. As Morris is going to head to the locker room. So even with a small portion of fans allowed in to TD Garden, Fenway Park, Gillette Stadium, you already know they're going to make a lot of noise, and it'll be awfully tough to get those tickets. That's for sure. I'm going to try to go to a Revolution game this season, but we'll see if I have any luck with that. Tatum out to Brown. Clippers lead by 3. Jaylen Brown got it. What a shot by Jaylen Brown. 63-62. The shot clock is off. A reminder that coming up next, it is the halftime report. I'll get you caught up on all the first half action in case you missed any of it. I'll look ahead of the second half and give an update on what's going on around the rest of the league tonight. That layup is missed, and Walker launches from beyond half court, and it's over the backboard. That does it for the opening half of play. A thoroughly entertaining opening 2 quarters from Beantown. The Celtics and the Clippers with some offensive fireworks on full display. It's the Clippers by a point at the midway mark, 63-62. I'll be back for the halftime report on YouTube, and I'll be back for the second half over on Twitch. Stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. Hello, everybody. Welcome into the halftime report here on YouTube. 63-62 between the Clippers and the Celtics. Los Angeles with the edge. And Paul George putting on quite the show in that first half. This was one heck of a first half. It really was. Thoroughly entertaining first 2 quarters of play. a ton of offense, no doubt about it. Jaylen Brown with his first All-Star selection this season. Jason Tatum with his second All-Star selection, getting his first last year. And the duo for Boston did not disappoint in the first half, but Paul George is also a multiple-time All-Star, of course. He came here to play, and he was lighting it up really on offense. He was making every shot. His mid-range game was on. He was not afraid to be aggressive. The same could be said, though, for Jaylen Brown. Brown really impressed me. We saw Robert Williams with a nice leaping dunk. He has one of those every game, doesn't he? Robert Williams with just an incredible wingspan. And then Jason Tatum also getting inside. He had a few and ones. So overall, it's been exactly what we wanted. The Stars are giving us a show, and the Clippers lead by a point at the half. We should be in for a fantastic second half. There's no doubt in my mind that it will be a thrilling second half just because of the way this first half has played out. Even Kemba Walker was making some big three-pointers for the Celtics in timely moments, and the lead for both teams really, I don't think, got beyond 7. So it's been close throughout. I really expect it to be the same way in the second half. Even though there's no Kawhi Leonard for the Clippers, this Clippers team, even without Kawhi Leonard, has a lot of talent. And if Paul George continues to play the way he did in that first half, then my goodness, if the team as a whole continues to shoot as they did, particularly from 3-point range, they were 8 of 14 from 3, 57% field goal percentage, 14 assists, just 5 turnovers. Kawhi Leonard is out tonight with back spasms, but his absence definitely has not affected this team offensively so far tonight. Perhaps defensively, it has hurt them a bit, Kawhi Leonard's absence, but certainly not on the other end of the floor. And Paul George has done a great job getting open. He's wanted the ball in his hands, and that's what true scorers want. They want the ball. They want the ball in their hands in timely moments, and he's been making plays with the ball in his hands. He's made some contested shots. He's made a few threes, and as I said, he's not afraid. He's not afraid to drive. He's not afraid to play aggressively. So George showing off his full arsenal tonight, and he's the reason why the Clippers have the lead. I know it's just a point that they lead by, but we knew coming in that without Kawhi Leonard, Paul George was going to need a big performance if the Clippers wanted a chance, because this is a Celtics team who are determined to get back on track, because it's been, let's be frank, it's been a horrible season so far for Boston. For the talent they have, they should be nowhere near a 500 record, but that's where they currently stand at 17-17. They have won their last 2 against Indiana and Washington. But, it's Indiana and Washington. Can they beat the big teams like the Clippers, which they did in LA actually a few weeks ago? I was on the call for that game. That was really their last big win against a big team. And since then, the rails really fell off. Now they're trying to get back on track, of course. Still have time to do so, but 17-17, not where they wanted to stand after 34 games, obviously. So something needs to turn around. The team just a week ago was all out of sorts, and a lot of iso ball, and you can toss the blame around. I think everyone deserves a bit of blame, and that includes Brown and Tatum. They can at times play a bit too selfishly, which hurts the team. And but so far in this first half, what I saw from the Celtics is at most times, quite frankly, they move the ball around nicely, creating shots. And that's when the Celtics team plays best, when they play unselfishly. They don't do it enough. And that's really the problem for Boston. They'll need a big second half, especially if Paul George comes out in the second half the way he did in that first half. We'll see. The second half is approaching. I'll be setting the stage for the second half after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back into the halftime report, everybody. Just about set for second half action between the Clippers and the Celtics in a good one from TD Garden in Boston, Massachusetts. Second to last game for both teams before we do reach the All-Star break. And coming up later tonight, it will be the 22-11 Phoenix Suns taking on the 24-11 Los Angeles Lakers in a Western Conference showdown from the Staples Center. All right, I promised I'd catch you up on what's going on elsewhere in the league, and that's what I'll do right now. Memphis taking on Washington, and they're currently in the fourth quarter, 8:44 to go, and the Grizzlies pulling away 102-87. They lead by 15. Not many games going on this Tuesday night. A lot of NBA games on the slate tomorrow. But after the break, I will get you out to second half action. Clippers Celtics. It promises to be a good second half. It's Los Angeles by 1, 63-62 the score. And the third quarter will get underway right after this. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back in, everybody. Thanks for tuning in tonight here on YouTube and Twitch. We're set to go for the second half as the Celtics and Clippers are only separated by 1 point after 2 quarters of play. And we're ready to go for quarter number 3. And really, when it comes to who's going to win, well, I think it'll come down to who can make some key defensive stops and who will actually defend, because there wasn't a whole lot of defending, at least efficient defending, in that first half. We'll see if that changes here in the second half. It will need to, or else we're just going to have, we're going to have a shooting contest. That could turn out to be the case. It was a very high-scoring first half. I expect the defense to pick up, though, here in the second half. And once we get down the stretch into the fourth quarter, as Paul George right away misses a corner 3. And we're underway in the second half of play from Boston at TD Garden. Tatum, a bounce pass. Tice can't finish the layup. And now the rebound is collected by Los Angeles. Here is Jackson. Jackson backing his way into the lane, double team, kicks it out to a wide open Ibaka. His 3-2 strong offensive rebound by Beverly. George to Batum. Now in the corner, it's Beverly for 3. That doesn't fall. The Celtics 1-11 this season when trailing after halftime. They're 2-12 when trailing after the third quarter. Yes, they're only trailing by 1 heading into the second half, but they haven't done good when trailing after 2 quarters of play. And right as I say that, Kemba Walker knocks down a 3 for Boston. George, Jackson, Beverly, Batum, and Ibaka on the floor to begin the half for the Clippers. That shot won't fall. Tatum with the rebound. Him, Brown, Tice, Walker, and Thompson are the 5 on the floor to begin the second half. Walker, another deep 3. No. Rebound by Brown. Brown, the step back. No, it won't go. The Celtics getting some good looks to start the half. Can't get them to fall, though. Into the lane is Jackson. Another pass out to Ibaka. Now it's George. George inside for Ibaka. Batum, the corner 3. No good. And the rebound grabbed by Beverly inside, and Ibaka finishes with the flush, 65-65. 2 minutes gone in the second half. Here's Walker into the hands of Thompson. He hands it off to Tatum. Bounce pass inside, knocked away, but it stays with the Celtics. Walker with the scoop. He gets the roll. Nicely done by Kemba Walker. The Celtics lead by 2. Here's a shot from way out. That won't go. Walker now in transition for the Celtics. Here's Walker. The fake, and now the shot. Rebound by Tice. The Celtics keep the possession alive. Brown all the way in. Can't get the layup. Oh, what did I say to Joey's question? Oh, I just said that I didn't have there weren't any problems with that I was having with Sportscaster. I just told him I decided to go to YouTube because I don't really, obviously, you know, we've heard that Sportscaster is probably shutting down, but I just don't want to tell other people that without fully knowing. So yeah, so that's what I said. That's all. Here is Kemba Walker for the Celtics. He finds Brown. Shot clock winding down. He has to put it up and does. That's off the backboard, and it's a shot clock violation. Yeah. Yes, let's go Boston indeed. Thanks, Gavin, for tuning in. Much appreciated, my guy. How you doing, Gavin? Thanks for tuning in over on Twitch. Much appreciated. Yeah, Boston obviously not off to the start to the season that they wanted. And we're almost towards the midway point of the season. This is the time to turn it around as we approach the All-Star break. That shot rolls in for Reggie Jackson. I'm doing pretty good. Yeah. I mean, as long as the Celtics get the win, I'll be happy going to bed tonight. If they don't, it's another story. But yeah, I am a huge Boston sports fan. So here's Tatum. Gets it to Thompson. Thompson in traffic, can't finish. And the rebound is grabbed by Beverly. Right, yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I really haven't told anyone, to be honest, Quinn. Here's Beverly in the corner. He takes into the lane, kicks out to Batum. His 3 is on point. And the Clippers are back in the lead, 70-67. The second half, really a continuation of the first half. Both teams trading buckets, although not as high scoring, but still high scoring enough. 70-67 and a timeout called by Los Angeles. We've got a good one. It's the Clippers by 3. I'll be back right after this quick timeout. Stay tuned. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Yes, Gavin, I'm also streaming on YouTube as well as Twitch. Yep, just trying to stream on as many platforms as I can. But yep, I'm also over on YouTube, as that's an offensive rebound by the Celtics. This is played down low for Thompson. Now the hook shot, good from Tristan Thompson. Nicely done. Kawhi Leonard is out tonight with back spasms for the Clippers. And other injury news, Marcus Morris with a concussion left the game in the second quarter, and he is out for the rest of the night. He took that elbow from Jaylen Brown late in the first half, and he will not be able to continue. George flips it to the corner. Now Batum to Beverly. To the corner, and it's good. As the shot clock expired, Reggie Jackson connects on the corner 3. Clippers lead by 4. Here's Daniel Tice. And George comes in from behind and ties him up. Beverly got in there as well. And it will be a jump ball as we are right about at the midway point of quarter three. Thanks everyone for tuning in. It's greatly appreciated, guys and girls. I definitely appreciate you guys stopping by. Yeah, the Clippers, they've been unbelievable from 3-point range. Reggie Jackson with the most recent 3-pointer, hitting a shot from the corner as the shot clock expired. Yeah, yep, I do play-by-play commentaries for all sports. Yes, I do. I used to do it on this website called Sportscaster, and just recently went back to YouTube and expanded to Twitch as well. So I do play-by-play broadcasts for basketball, football, hockey, baseball, soccer, even tennis sometimes. I love doing it. So yeah, just trying to get a following on both platforms. Just started broadcasting on these platforms a few weeks ago. So yeah. And I do a lot of Boston sports broadcasts since I'm a big Boston sports fan. I live about 40 miles south of Boston. How many subs on YouTube? Only I think like 9 or 10 right now. Yeah, I had to start a new account because I used YouTube before I used Sportscaster like years ago, and it was on I don't know what account I used it on, to be honest with you. And I only had a few videos. I didn't have many subscribers on that account either. Oh, currently 8. Okay, thanks, Quinn. Yeah. Yeah, but I've only been on for a couple of weeks, so it'll take some time, take some patience. The Samuel Reese fan club approves. Well, I appreciate that. I'm still in awe that I have a fan club. As Tatum misses that fall away. Clippers lead by 5, 75-70 the score. Here's Batum to the corner now with George. George draws the foul. Will they give him 3 shots? No. It's on the floor. So the Clippers do keep possession. 14 on the shot clock. Yeah, Reggie Jackson's had a nice start to the second half for Los Angeles. Yeah, I know, Gavin. The Celtics are in trouble this year. Yeah, it's been ugly, man. It's been ugly. And the top teams in the East are the real deal. Philadelphia, Milwaukee, Brooklyn. I don't see the Celtics beating any of them, honestly, in a 7-game series at the moment, anyways. Celtics opened the game 8 of 9 from the field. They've since cooled down a bit. The Clippers continue to shoot hot, though, from 3. Nice cross-court pass to Ogilvy. Ogilvy finds Pritchard. Shot clock winding down. He has to put it up and does. And Pritchard converts the floater. 75-72. You would have made it the biggest fan club there if you still had the account. Oh, really? You lost the account password? Ah, that's too bad. That's too bad. Yeah. You should put CEO of Samuel Reese Fan Club in your Twitter bio. That would be funny. Yeah, hopefully the Bruins can get the cup. Absolutely. Yeah, they're the one team that's actually playing well in Boston sports right now. The Patriots, well, let's not even mention them right now, but we all know how they did. The Red Sox, the expectations aren't high at all. Let's be real. Yeah, the Celtics are struggling. Yeah, so the Bruins are the team I have hope in for sure. Yeah, I even said before the season started that between the Bruins and Celtics, I thought the Bruins had a better chance of winning the cup. And I remember some people like Sam Fetterman, who Quinn knows, said he said that not he didn't say that was crazy, but he disagreed. he thought the Celtics had a better chance than the Bruins, but I just didn't think so because even before the season started, the Celtics have made it to the Eastern Conference Finals 3 of the last 4 years, but hadn't been able to get on the hump over the hump. Meanwhile, for the Bruins, well, first of all, the NHL is more unpredictable. Like the Bruins, any team can win the cup even if you're, not a top five team in the league, if you're like the sixth or seventh best team in the league, because we all know how unpredictable the Stanley Cup playoffs can be. So that's the first thing. Because I don't think the Bruins are top three talent wise in the league. I don't think they're a top three team in the league, but do I still think they can win the cup? Yes, I do. As Tice converts that shot 78-76. Yeah, Quinn, the Red Sox are very iffy. Yeah, I don't know really what to expect of them. I don't have my hopes up. That's for one. And that's an offensive foul against Paul George. So Boston get the basketball. A rare turnover for the Clippers and a timeout on the floor. That is true. Yeah, like I'll take the NHL playoffs over the NBA playoffs any day of the year. Like the first and even the second round of the NBA playoffs are usually extremely predictable. Yeah, you don't get any upsets really in the NBA. I'm still a bit frustrated that we let Mookie go, Gavin. Yeah, but I've sort of moved on, not really, but it is what it is. All right, we got a quick timeout on the floor. I'll be right back. Gonna get something to drink and stay tuned. We've got a good one here from TD Garden. The final minutes of quarter three are coming your way next. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Final minutes of quarter three from TD Garden. A chilly night in Boston. It's been a very cold day in Boston. It's in the teens in the morning, and it only got to a high of about 28 degrees or so as Walker knocks down the triple. Williams, George, Zubats, Mann, as well as Kennard on the floor right now. I believe this is Luke Kennard's first time in the game. George makes Ojeleye miss and connects from deep. Paul George has been relentless tonight. Brown, Walker, Pritchard, Ojeleye, and Thompson are the five on the floor, meanwhile, for Boston. Walker to Thompson, back to Walker. He steps into a three. Good! Kemba Walker puts Boston right back on top. Here's Lou Williams, the fadeaway. Short. It's off of Pritchard, though. It'll stay in the possession of the Clippers. Let's go back to that George three. A nice pump fake. Ojeleye blew right by him. And then George, with all the time in the world, made no mistake. But then Walker at the other end with another three-pointer. Both of them have had big nights. It's inbounded here by Terrence Mann. Paul George has gone to the bench for a breather. Williams turns it over. And in transition, Brown is fouled as Williams slows down the momentum that the Celtics had going for them on that fast break. Minute 46 left in the third. Thanks, everybody, for tuning in tonight. Paul George will probably, you'd have to assume, he'll be back out there for the start of the fourth quarter. This game definitely feels like one that's going to come down to the wire. Here's Kemba Walker. He gets tangled up. A foul will be called against Reggie Jackson. And Boston now are in the bonus, so 2 free throws on the way for Walker. Yeah, Walker got tackled there by Jackson. At least it appeared that way. First free throw is good. Look at the upcoming NBA schedule. Tomorrow night, 7:30 Eastern, Brooklyn takes on Houston. Then at 10, it's Golden State against Portland. Meanwhile, Sunday, March 14th, the week after the All-Star break at 9, it'll be these Clippers taking on Zion Williamson and the upbeat New Orleans Pelicans. That's a fun team to watch, New Orleans. They beat Utah last night. 12-3 run for Boston. They lead by 3. Zubats back to Mann. He kicks it to the corner. That 3 is good. Reggie Jackson levels the game at 84 apiece. Wow. Now here's Walker for the Celtics. I almost just said the Bruins. To the corner it goes. Pritchard from 3. Wow, both teams are lighting it up, continuing to light it up from downtown. Now at the other end, Zubats with a nice find underneath, and the reverse layup is good from Reggie Jackson. 87-86, Boston by a point. Walker, his 3 too strong. Offensive rebound by Williams, and he's fouled by Kennard on the pass. And so the Time Lord will get 2 free throws. I'll tell you what, Jackson, he's hit some not only some big threes, but some tough threes as well. He's 9 of 13 from the field tonight as Robert Williams misses the first free throw. 43 seconds remain in the quarter. Yeah, Robert Williams has struggled at the free throw line. It's an area where he can improve. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair. Yeah, and nowadays even big guys can shoot somewhat consistently from deep, you know. That's just how today's NBA is. It's so many So many threes. Oh, Williams with the block. Yeah, that's why, I do understand why people like college more, as that shot won't fall. I feel like there's more ball movement and more strategy in college basketball. I just like the NBA more because I follow it more, quite frankly. And Boston is a professional sports market, not college sports. Aren't really big here. Let's be honest. But yeah, yeah. I mean, I still like the NBA, but I can understand those who get frustrated by it. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, I can't wait for March Madness. Like, I followed college basketball a little bit during the regular season, but once March Madness comes around, I'm locked in. I love March Madness. Step back three here, and it rattles home for Lou Williams with zero point 0.2 seconds left in the quarter, and that will do it. For quarter three, the Clippers will look to shut the door in the fourth. They're 23-4 this season when leading after three quarters. And with that three by Williams, just like at the end of one half, they lead by one at the end of the third. I'll be back for quarter four right after this quick break. Don't go anywhere. You won't want to miss it. We've got a good one coming down to the wire. All right, welcome back into the broadcast, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. We're set for quarter four in a good one. Sorry, folks, just fixing something real quick. There we go. We're all set. All right. I don't know what's going on, Quinn, but for whatever reason, the chat is going crazy. I'm sure you're not intentionally doing that, but I am very confused. Yeah, I don't know what's going on. I guess it's you just typing nothing over and over. uh, hey, I don't mind. Here we go. Quarter 4 underway. Kemba Walker with 24 points. 13 of them came in the third quarter. And that three-pointer is good. The Celtics open up the scoring in the fourth. Peyton Pritchard from beyond the arc. 91-89. The Clippers, though, respond with a three of their own. Lou Williams. Back and forth we go. This is how it's been all night long. 10 points now for Williams. Now it's a nice find in the corner, and Ogilvy hits from deep. Wow. 94-82. A big three from Shemi Ogilvy. Look at the field goal percentage of both teams. 55% for the Clippers, 51% for the Celtics. I don't remember a game where I've seen both teams shoot above 50%. I probably can think of one a while ago, but not in recent memory. Pritchard, Teague, Tatum, Ogilvy, and Robert Williams are out there for the Celtics. The fadeaway off the back iron from Tatum. Jackson, Mann, Williams, Kennard, and Zubats are out there for the Clippers. What? I don't know what you're saying now, honestly. I'm lost, but by the way, there's been 11 ties and 16 lead changes. That's the type of game it's been. Oh, and a three again. Or rather, sorry. How did I just say a three? A dunk again from Robert Williams. 96-92, excuse me. Here is Zubats. Inside, man is blocked by Williams. He's doing it at both ends to Robert Williams, and now Jeff Teague is fouled. Yeah, I'm quite confused, I'll be honest. I don't know. I know you're probably for the blank comments just hitting enter over and over, but I don't know what that last comment was about, honestly. But hey, whatever. Here is Pritchard. He finds Tatum. 9:40 left in the game. Celtics lead by 4. Tatum to Williams. Inside, he lost the handle, but did draw the foul. There was contact. And 2 free throws are on the way here for Robert Williams. By the way, I just noticed. Thanks for retweeting my tweet for the link to the game, Quinn. I appreciate that. Oh, it was a terrible and cringy joke. All right. Sorry I didn't catch on. I don't catch on to many jokes, to be honest with you. Oh. Well, hey, you're keeping the stream entertaining, so I'll give you that. Williams goes 1 for 2 on that trip to the line. Celtics lead by 5. (97-92) in a close one. Early fourth quarter. George into the lane. Zubats kicks it out. Now Williams inside. The floater no good, but there to tip it in was Zubats. 7 offensive rebounds for the Clippers, 12 for the Celtics, and Tatum is fouled on the kickout. Pritchard made the shot, but it will not count. The foul occurred beforehand. Yeah, some nice cleanup work by Zubats. There haven't been a whole lot of second chance points for both teams, but okay. Here's Ogilvy. The floater won't go. Oh, okay. Now I'm sort of catching on. I didn't read the comment correctly at first. I see. I see. Yeah. I get it now. I get it now. For whatever reason, I didn't like understand it at first because there wasn't a comment after I gotta go, so that threw me off. But now I understand. Now I understand. 194. The hook shot will fall for Zubats. It's back to a 4-point game. 8 minutes to play. Here is Tatum. Tatum for three. No. And Ojale is called for the reach-in foul. Hey, at least we got through that bad joke. I mean, hey, it was fine, but I ruined it because I misread it at first. 7:45 to play. Here's George. Bounce pass to Beverly. Beverly back to George. He'll shoot the three. No good. Rebound by Zubats. He finds Williams in the corner. Williams to Zubats, who throws it down. And the Clippers cut into the Celtics lead. It's now a 2-point game, and we have a timeout on the floor. 7:22 to play. These teams continue to go back and forth. Zubats making an impact off the bench for Los Angeles. I'll be back after this timeout. Stay tuned. All right, once again, welcome back in, everybody. I appreciate you tuning in. uh, well, don't prioritize my stream over your homework, Quinn. Schoolwork comes first. I made sure I got mine all done before this game. Here's Lou Williams into the lane. The foul called, and he will head to the free throw line. 102-98. Celtics on top. Just under 7 minutes to go in regulation. Procrastinate is procrastinate. Yeah, that is true. I'm guilty of that sometime. Although I'm pretty on top of my work, to be honest. I don't. I usually don't like leaving things around when it pertains to schoolwork. I usually like getting everything done as soon as I can, to be honest, so I can do things I enjoy like this without having to worry about school. But Paul George, 27 points. Brown has had 24. Just 7 for Tatum as that lob from Walker is on the money to Robert Williams, who throws it down. You're real bad about it? Yeah. Yeah. Some people are just like that, so. George creates space, can't make the shot, gets his own rebound, though. Here is Williams, 10 to shoot. Williams scoops it in for George, who can't corral the pass. Celtics with a steal, and now the other way. Tatum is fouled. It'll go against Reggie Jackson. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I just feel like I don't know, whenever I like do something else and I know I like have schoolwork to do or I should be doing something else, I just start feeling guilty and stuff, to be honest. I'm like, I might as well just get this over with so I don't have to worry about that. Yeah, that is true. Yeah, Tatum was wincing a bit. Looked like Jackson was in a quite a bit of pain as well. First free throw falls. 105-100. Just 8 points for Tatum. He does hit the second. Boston lead by 6. Yeah, there haven't been many trips to the free throw line, which is awesome. I can't that's another thing about, basketball that gets me annoyed. It's two things in particular: the amount of trips to the line and then replay at the end of games. Those replays that take forever. Here's Tatum. He finds Robert Williams. Now Tatum, the corner 3, wide open. It's good. Jason Tatum makes it a 9-point game, and the Clippers call a timeout. That is fair. That is fair, Quinn. I apologize. Well, 109-100 the score. I'm back right after this timeout. Don't go anywhere. Celtics up by 9. The Clippers with some work to do. Oh, thanks, Isaac, for tuning in. Oh, I think you meant to put 2 T's on but yes, I get your point. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan of Stevens either, to be honest with you. But I'll be back after this timeout. We've got a great one from TD Garden. 109-100. The Celtics lead the Clippers. Can they close it out? We'll find out next. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Sorry, just had to do something quickly. Play just resumed. The Celtics, by the way, have outscored the Clippers by 10 this quarter, as that fadeaway from the baseline won't go for Paul George. What do we got going on in the chat? Here is Robert Williams. That shot by Walker is no good. Now it's Patrick Beverley the other way. Beverley finds George. George one-on-one with Robert Williams. Takes it in the lane. The pass to the corner gets through to Beverley. Now back to George. The three no good. And Brown collects the rebound for Boston. Oh, really? You have a Ken Rosenthal interview tomorrow? That's awesome. With Chris Cotillo? Okay, awesome. That's great. Tatum takes it in for 2 points. Now here is Beverley. 111-100. This is the first double-digit lead for either team tonight. Beverley knocks down the three, a timely three for the Los Angeles Clippers. 111-103 with exactly 4 minutes remaining. Here is Tatum. Over to Walker. Walker into the lane and is rejected. And George is fouled by Walker, as some substitutions will be made by Los Angeles, it appears. All right, now I can get to the chat. No, I'm not confused. I'm not confused, Quinn. I was just trying to catch up on the chat. Here is Paul George. Really? The Heat lost to the Hawks? Wow. I didn't even know that. Yeah, the Hawks just fired their coach. As George lays it in. I mean, I can't really talk, though, because the Celtics have, like, the same record as the Heat. 111-105. Yeah, that's how bad the East is, exactly. Like, I think the Knicks are the 4th seed with an even record. Like, that's crazy. And a timeout called by Boston. 111-105. Boston on top. I'll always love Paul Pierce, Celtic legend. I'll be right back after this timeout, everybody. Yeah, Pierce does have some pretty bad takes, but as a player, he was phenomenal. He was phenomenal. But yeah, some of his takes are pretty bad, I will say. All right, I'll be right back after this. Stay tuned. Celtics by 6. Can they close it out? We'll see. All right, welcome back in, everybody. Yeah, without bias, he's a good analyst, but you know, since when has he put aside his bias? So the Celtics in the 4th quarter on the season have averaged 3.8 turnovers. They have 0 tonight. 44% shooting this season. They're 8 of 13 tonight this quarter. 33% from 3. They're 4 for 6 tonight. So it's a whole new 4th quarter Celtics team than we've seen all season long. And fouled on the shot was Daniel Tice. He'll go to the line for 2 shots. The foul called against Patrick Beverley. Yeah, well, the Celtics, this is the best fourth quarter I've seen them play. I don't want to jinx it, though. I probably just did. There's still 3 minutes left, and they're very capable of choking this game as Tice knocks down the first free throw. But so far, this has been this has been as good of a fourth quarter as I've seen from this Boston team. But I can't speak too soon, but I already did. They have had significant trouble closing out games. Tice makes both free throws. George, Jackson, Beverly, Batum, and Ibaka are on the floor right now for Los Angeles, who trail by 8. A little under 3 to play in the fourth quarter. An open look from 3. It's good. Knocked down by Reggie Jackson. And the Clippers with a big 3-point make. 113-108. The Clippers keeping within reach. Brown, Walker, Tatum, Tice, and Ojale are out there at the moment for Boston. Tatum to the corner. Ojale. No, he misses the open 3. And now it's Jackson for the Clippers. Jackson guarded by Walker. Comes off the screen, picked up by Tice. Tatum helps out. Now it's at the top of the key with George. 2 minutes to play. Paul George, 7 to shoot. Gives up to Batum. Now the fake by Beverly. His pass deflected. It's back with Beverly. He has to put it up and does. A foul is called on the shot. It goes against Daniel Tice. And wow, that is huge for the Clippers. This was great defense originally by Tice, who tipped the pass, and somehow Brown couldn't grab it out of the air. It went back to Beverly, who put up really a shot of desperation that was not even close to going in, but Tice committed the foul, and Beverly goes to the line, but the first free throw rims out. So a big miss there by Beverly as Robert Williams checks back in for Boston. Beverly does hit the second. It's a 4-point game with $1:53 to play. Here is Walker. Bounce pass to Williams. Now Brown in the lane. No look pass. Ojale is not fouled. Kicks it out to Walker. Walker into the lane. Shovel pass. Tatum, the reverse layup. A foul is called. The shot doesn't fall, but he will shoot 2 at the line. Beverly is infuriated. He's urging Tyronn Lue to challenge, and I think he is. Wow, Ojale, he went into 2 Clippers players. I'm surprised that wasn't called a foul, but he was rejected. The Celtics kept the possession alive, and Ty Lue will indeed challenge the call of a foul. If the challenge is successful, then we'll have a jump ball at midcourt since Tatum missed the shot. So 93 seconds left. We'll find out the result of this challenge in 60 seconds. All right, welcome back in, everybody. You're learning about birds right now in science class and ecology. Yeah. I'm in AP Physics right now. For science. I'm a junior, so yeah, I'm in AP Physics right now, and that class is extremely hard. But I am a math guy, so that's why I chose to take an AP class. When I was choosing an AP class. Uh, I decided to go with physics because it does involve a lot of math, but it's still definitely challenging. That's for sure. I mean, no AP class is easy. It's a college level course, so yeah. I mean, it's fine. The class is enjoyable. We just move at a very fast pace, and some of the concepts are a bit difficult, but it's what you have to expect in an AP class. By the way, the call was overturned, so Ty Lue executes the challenge. And it will be Williams against Ibaka in a jump ball at midcourt. This is crucial here. It is tapped around and controlled by Tatum. That's big time. The Celtics in possession. The Clippers needing a stop. Williams back to Walker. 7 to shoot. Walker, the sidestep three. No. Offensive rebound. Williams back up top for Tatum. Shot clock reset to 14. Now 5 to shoot. Tatum lost the handle. It's turned over. A steal by the Clippers. George ahead for Jackson. Now at the top of the key, it's George. He'll shoot a tough three. No good. He left it short. Rebounded by Tatum. Now here is Walker. It looks like the Clippers will elect not to foul. They don't necessarily need to. They just trail by 4. 8 on the shot clock. 30 seconds left in the game. Tatum into the lane. Offensive foul. A push-off called against Tatum. Wow. Let's see the replay. I mean, I've seen that go uncalled, but he did extend the left arm out a bit. So I can understand why the foul was called. 26.2 seconds remain. It's crunch time in Beantown. The Celtics by 4. I'll be back after this. All right, welcome back, everybody. So the Celtics actually challenged the call on the floor of an offensive foul against Tatum. So this is quite intriguing. I don't think there's enough to overturn it. I mean, Tatum extended his arm, and you can't do that. So he did that with the intent to create some space. Here's the decision. Yep. So there we go. The challenge is unsuccessful from Brad Stevens. And so the Celtics are charged a timeout. That means they have one remaining, if I'm not mistaken. Paul George, in the last 4 minutes on Sunday, went 0 for 5 against Milwaukee. And in the fourth quarter tonight, 1 for 7. Really, until the last 4 minutes of this game, he was lighting it up. But the Clippers have had these issues lately where the likes of Paul George have not delivered when they've needed it most. So they'll put some time back on the clock. 28 seconds precisely remain in this game. How about Kemba Walker tonight? Some huge three-pointers. It's good to finally see him, knocking down shots on a consistent basis. And it seems like he's moving fluently as well. It seems like he's playing pain-free. At least it appears that way, which is good to see after he, of course, in the offseason recovered from that knee injury. And even when he returned, just didn't seem like himself. He's had 24 points tonight on 8 of 19 shooting. He's had 6 assists also. Paul George with 29 leading the Clippers in scoring. So here we go. Clippers basketball. They did use a timeout, by the way. So both teams have one left. And with that timeout, they advance the ball to the front court. They have George, Jackson, Williams, Batum, and Ibaka out there. Batum, bounce pass to George. On the inbound, shoots the three. No good. Robert Williams there for the rebound. And a quick foul by Los Angeles. Wow, a very interesting decision to shoot the three. I don't know about that from the Clippers. Ty Lue called a timeout, and this is really what they drew up. I mean, fine, it was a good look for George, but they didn't need to force it that quickly, and they didn't need to shoot a three. I'm a bit surprised by that play selection. Well, Robert Williams was the one fouled, which could give the Clippers some hope because Williams is not the best free throw shooter, and he misses the first one. As I say that. Williams, in his career, just a 62.8% free throw shooter, 61.7 this year. He does hit the second. So the lead is 5 for Boston. The Clippers need something big here on this possession. They've got to work quickly. Here's Jackson, guarded by Ojale. Jackson to the corner. Good look for George. It's good. Paul George with a huge three-pointer, which keeps the Clippers alive. The Celtics now up by 2, and Tatum will call a timeout. The final of regulation for Boston. 10.9 seconds left. It's not over yet. Paul George finally comes up clutch in the final 4 minutes of this game. Clippers trail by 2. Celtics with the ball after this. All right, so the Clippers have one timeout remaining. The Celtics don't have any. It's Boston ball with the Clippers trailing by 2. 10.9 seconds remain. Neither team has a foul to give. Both teams out of challenges. Boston just used their final timeout, which does advance the ball into the front court. Tatum will inbound right beside the Clippers bench. 10.9 seconds to go. The Clippers looking for a steal off the pass. It's in cleanly to Tice, who is immediately fouled. And so Daniel Tice will shoot 2. If he makes both, then that most likely will secure the victory for Boston. However, if he misses one, there's still a chance for the Clippers. Only 0.7 came off the clock. 10.2 to go now in regulation. And here come the free throws from Tice. He knocks down the first. And now all the pressure here on for the second free throw. Ibaka and Zubats both check back in. Tice this season just shooting 64.2% at the line. Yet he's a 73.5 career percent free throw shooter. He is 4 for 5 tonight. Now the second free throw. Good. Daniel Tice with 2 huge makes. And the Celtics make it a 2-possession game, 116-112. Yep, it appears that is ball game. The Clippers call a timeout. Can the Celtics get to the finish line? It feels like they will. The Clippers clinging on to dear life. I'll be right back. All right, so here we go. Yeah, not turning it off yet, but yeah, it definitely seems like it's over. I mean, it's a 4-point game. The Clippers needing a miracle now. The timeout does advance the ball to the front court. It's inbounded to George. Quick 3 on the way. No good. And Tice collects the rebound. He gets it to Walker, and he will be fouled with 2.4 seconds left. That is it. I'll tell you what, George had a real good look. And if that had gone in, it wouldn't have been over quite yet. But now it is. Yep, Celtics win. A big win for the Celtics tonight. And it's actually their second of the season against the Clippers, believe it or not. You got to love that dirty water indeed. Walker with 24 points, looking to add on to that tally here as he goes to the line. He's 2 for 2 tonight at the charity stripe. And the first one rolls out. They actually put some time back on the clock, 4.1 seconds to go. Yeah. He does get the second. And at the other end, Williams will dribble it out, and the Celtics win 117-112 over the Los Angeles Clippers. Coming up next, it's the Suns-Lakers, but that will do it for my broadcast. Thanks, everyone who stopped by to tune in tonight, as I am Samuel Reese signing off, saying good night. The Celtics win their 3rd in a row. Can they get some momentum going here? Hopefully. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. I'm planning on being on tomorrow for the Capitals and Bruins. That should be a great one for sure in the East Division, although it depends with school. I do have a half day, so I should be able to do that game. We'll see, but I appreciate all of you who came on, especially Quinn. Thanks so much. and I'll see you guys next time. Enjoy the rest of your night. Bye for now.